Shalom, shalom, y'all from Allah, Hebrew Israelites of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once we get out here, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First thing first, head to the east. We're going to praise glory to
Yahawah,
Yahawah, Qadash, which is Pedro Hebrew tongues, created as their Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone. And shalom to sister brothers living this truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying for themselves approved. Shalom. I come to talk to you today. Y'all all about what's going on. You got two different realities that's going on right now. You know, you got the truth, and then you got the lie. The majority of Israelites are still caught up in the lie, still caught up in the distractions. They're still caught up in what I call a false reality that's been painted and created by Esau Edom, aka the white man. You know, he has Jake caught up in that, you know, in that circus. As far as the believers, you know, we don't operate in that anymore. We're like in a whole different world. You know, you get to like John, when it talks about, you know, his people are not of this world, but we're in the world. You know, you get a good understanding that when you look at what's really going on right here. When I'm talking about this false reality, it's set in folly, it's set in wickedness. You know, it's Esau society, as I'm gonna put it, because it's based on what he wants. And when you know the Bible, say if you read the Bible, especially like the law of Moses, the first couple of books, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, when you learn what the Most High like, you understand the society, American society, Babylonian society is against everything that's in the Bible, which they push out in the whole world. You know, that's that new wine that Esau uses to, you know, defile and manipulate the children of Israel. For example, you got Folly saying great dignity, which I'm gonna pull it out, then we're gonna get into it. Pull it out. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Now, a lot of people read that, you know, the eye, like, how can the rich sit in a low place? And they don't understand that. They like, how is folly set in great dignity? Folly means foolishness. When you look at, like Charleston White said in a podcast long ago, when you look at everything the black culture puts out as trash, it's a reason for that. The reason for that is because of what Esau Edom has put on our culture. Because like, for instance, like, you don't know who you are. You say you black, African American, none of those things are what you are. That's what Esau puts on you. And then since he puts it on you, he says, okay, the woman needs to be ratchet. The man needs to be a real nigga. You know, go out, sell drugs, gang bang, mess with your fellow man's woman. For the woman, get you a BBL, act ratchet, talk crazy, spend all your man's money up, and just be a fool. Like, if you be a fool, Esau pay you for that, man. You like look no further than your Megan the Man, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and they got new ones. Suki Hana, what's her name? Sexy Red. You know, there's the BET Awards acting super ratchet. You know, everything, and it's getting worse. Why? Because we're at the end. So Esau wants the children of Israel to be like fools, man. So when we say folly, said great dignity, that's them. They on TV. They got millions of dollars. So now they're the default standard of what it means to be a black person. You know, now easy look at us like, you know, why you ain't got your fingernails painted? Drake get his fingernails painted. That's a real man. Snoop did it. You know.
Why you not wearing a purse?
Yeah, real men rock purses. Where the Dolce Gabbana at? Where your Prada at?
NBA young boy got his fingernails painted. He over here shooting guns. Why you ain't doing that?
Because she said real niggas get their nails painted. Real niggas bend over for their homeboys. Real niggas get their homeboys' head. You know, that's not, they like, they'll hit you with some alphabet agenda stuff. Oh, they say that's bad, but that's really not bad. It's okay to do that. You're experiencing your sexuality. You know, quit being closed-minded. They'll hit you with that. Why? Because the famous men do that. So the famous men are doing that. They're now the standard. So if you are a righteous man, you know, you work a regular 9 to 5, getting by paycheck to paycheck, she'll look down on you as you're nothing. You're lame. You got stability. You're boring. You whack. You know what I'm saying? I want a dude that got the bag, busting his guns, smoke water, do Tony. She want a man like that. Those are real niggas. And that's the standard now. And then you look on the flip side for the woman. They got them degenerate niggas. They want a chick, hey, chick ain't got a BBL, I don't want her. She need a big old, you know, disproportionate butt, disproportionate chest. She need like 2 inches of makeup on her face. She got to wear a wig, you know, long witch nails, and just talk crazy to you. And that's like, they always call her bad and bougie. I need me bad and bougie. You know that song with, what's that, Migos?
Yeah, Migos.
That's the standard now. You know, it's so bad now that Eve, like, they'll spend all that little money to go get a BBL. They dying because they can't get the BBLs that the rich women get. They're going to Mexico to get cut up. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Republic, they getting all kind of diseases because the doctor, you know, he just a little backyard witch doctor. Like, oh yeah, I'll put something in your backside. You know, he ain't even certified. This is his first cert. He cutting on stuff that he cutting on.
It's so crazy to the
Yeah, he pump it up, probably some chicken fat.
Like, I remember seeing an article where one of them women got a BBL and she didn't know that the person that cut her up and gave her fake breast or whatever, he stole her kid. You know, they got shit going on like that.
See, you know what I'm saying? And for what? For some vainglory, to be on Instagram to get more likes. That's foolishness, man. At a high level, man. That, like, all the Eves that's in the world, they're clout chasing. You know, you look at Zion and his little mess. You know, mess with these hoes. They just want to get an Israelite man with a lot of money and then clown him and degrade him so they can like leapfrog over him and be like, I'm the stuff. He ain't nothing. He's simple. Look, he sent me $1.2 million. He's garbage. He whack. His stuff is little. You know, so you want to clown him. You know, that's when I look at these little rich Jakes like, why y'all still messing with these wicked Eves, man? Like Brittany Renner, Superhead.
Yeah.
I be looking like Amber Rose. Like, what you think you different? She done already depleted this dude's funds, clowned him, and then you gonna go over there and be next. I'm looking like that's what she's known for. You know, Kim Kardashian. I'm like, you don't want to keep recycling these hoes.
But that Brittany Renner shit, that's crazy about her because she actually said Superhead was her role model. And so right off top, that should tell you right off top, like that's exactly who she gonna be like. She ain't gonna be no wifey material. If you got a woman that's saying Superhead is her role model, that's not wifey material. No, that means she wanna be a hoe just like her.
And Jake's is messing with her, man. And all she's gonna do is cry. She even said, that's the woman that said, if you wanna get a quick check, mess with an athlete. They're very dumb.
Yep.
So as an athlete, I feel like, man, you proving her right. You stupid if you gonna mess with her next. She already said you a fool, you dumb. Then like, for your word, you gonna pay her $50,000, $60,000, and all she gonna do is clown you. Put all your dirt, your text messages all on, you know, Instagram Live, Facebook, whatever. Like, this nigga whack. Look what he said. He sent me flowers. He a lame nigga. And I'm just looking at Jake like, man, y'all stupid, man. The 2/3 is real dumb. And it's just foolishness, man. It's repeating itself. And so at some point, you know, you gotta look like, that's why you gotta thank God for the hope we lack. When you look at the hope we lack, you see royalty, man. It's totally different. It's like two different worlds right there. Like, we doing something totally different what the world is doing. Now, when you come in this truth, it ain't gonna be glamorous. You're not gonna be put on the piece, I'm not gonna put you on a platform. You're not gonna give you millions of dollars. None of that. You know, anything you gonna get clowned. Them is a hate group. They hate white people. They no good. Oh, they gonna call us bums. Right. They just mad cause they broke. And we over here winning, we rich.
That's why that precept said Folly is set in great dignity and the rich is in low place. You know, we represent the rich right there. We're the poor who basically speaking wisdom. You know, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawah, man. That's the rich. You know, just like I just mentioned earlier, is that, you know, anybody, you know, somebody like us, since we don't follow that agenda, they gonna look at it, they look down upon us. Since we don't wear, you know, paint our fingernails, wear heels, they look down upon us, man. And so you should be happy and feel blessed that you're not a part of this wicked ass kingdom, man, this society, man. You know, because just like Micah said, right? You know, rise ye in the park, this is not your rest. It is polluted and it shall destroy you. See, if you go along with this society, you will be destroyed, man, right along with it.
I got a quick one real quick. This is Proverbs 16 and 19. It says, it is better to be of the lowly spirit with the poor than to divide the spoils with the proud.
Man.
It says, better to live humbly with the poor than to spread plunder with the proud.
Man. That's beautiful right there, because it says it's better to live humbly with the poor. You actually have peace living with the poor, man. You know, you actually have comfort in knowing that the people around you is not going to try to get over on you. You know, that's the beautiful thing right there, man. You know, so it's better to live that way than to live with a bunch of degenerates that's always trying to look to, you know, steal shit from you. Because they trying to look to, just like the just mentioned with Brittany Randall, you fuck with her, she gonna throw your business out. You gotta worry about that when you're dealing with people like that, man. You know, that's a beautiful precept right there, right? It's better to live with the poor than to, you know, being with these rich ass people out here.
But then, except on that point, that's gonna manifest itself during Jacob's trouble. You know, when Esau's society started to crumble and judgment started coming out, everybody gonna try to run over to the righteous fence and that happens. You know, and that's what a lot of people gonna get rejected. Now what they say, keep that same energy, stay on that side.
Right.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna break down. Like you was clipped up with the wicked, trying to chase the bag, be in the world. This world's about to fade away. It's about to, I mean, you see it crumbling now. The dollar about to go away. So once that happens, everybody gonna be like, oh, dude, we said was whack and lame. Those are the real men. That's when that Isaiah 4:1 gonna kick in. Then the Israelite man gonna have his pick of the choice. Like, man, I ain't dealing with you now, man. You done had about 50 different rods in you.
I got a quick one real quick since you said that. This is Proverbs 29:23. It said, pride bringeth a person low. Like, and just like the brother said, hey, when that time comes, hey, you was in your pride at one point in time, but now you see that your whole world is crumbling up under you. It's gonna bring you low. Now you're gonna be chasing after someone who was lowly, because just the second half of the precept said, pride bringeth a person low, but the lowly in spirit gaineth honor. So, hey, man, as soon as your kingdom crumbles and you've been proud with your kingdom, you're gonna be looking for those lowly people, because we're gonna have that honor on us. We're gonna have that stability, that thing on us. You like, damn, there's something about that brother right there, man. And I need to get what he got, because I'm losing it. I'm bugging out. You got it out.
All right, quick one just to back you up right there. This is Isaiah 13:12, and it says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wares of Ophir." You see that? And so that right there is talking about the poor man is gonna become that honor. He's gonna become like gold. He's gonna become better than gold during that time when America starts to see his downfall.
Yeah, I got one. And this is Job 15:31. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. Meaning that all of these sisters that's getting all these surgeries to get attention, and Jacob's trouble, that same attention that she's getting now is going to be her downfall.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? Because well, to elaborate even further on that point right here, because you got all of those women that gonna try to come out for the lowly, and let's say a woman with BBL trying to come out for a lowly man, he ain't gonna want to deal with her, because if he get her pregnant, that woman ain't gonna be able to breastfeed that baby. You see what I'm saying? Because she done already got it cut out through the BBL, so that's why that's gonna be her downfall, because she went along with the whole world, you know, thinking that it's gonna benefit her in the end, but really it destroyed her, you know?
You chased that vainglory where the precept hit real hard.
Right.
You chased the vanity, and it was for nothing. And the real thing she cut out because she didn't know it was the real thing.
Yeah.
You know, the world doesn't value nothing real. The world values everything that's fake. Because it's like Esau. You know, and plus brothers ain't gonna want to change the BBL. This stuff look ugly to me. I'm like, what happened to working out? Nobody want no fake plastic stuff. So that right there gonna get you disqualified off tops. Because it shows your vanity. It's like a badge of honor in that day. You gonna see the BBL like, oh, help you done mutilated yourself. Somebody want you, man. Hey, you better make it. Hey, go to Esau to save you. That's what you look for from the gate. And like I said, man, it's gonna go to their disadvantage and say they doing all this stuff to make themselves look better. These little UN troops, they gonna see that chick too, like, hey man, I want that chick right there, bring over for the squad. Then she gonna wish she wouldn't have got that. Like, damn, I wish I was being humble and lonely. Now it don't look so good to look good. Now I'm like on the menu for all these foreign dudes. And that's how it's gonna roll out, man. He was like, man, go get that big right there, that big old thing right there, man. I wanna see if I can pop it.
She looking voluptuous over there.
Yeah. So it was all for vanity, man, all for nothing. And it's gonna go against her as we go to the end times. Because first of all, hopefully that man ain't gonna want you. Right. Only the wicked, degenerate man is gonna want you. And then you ain't gonna be able to decide, like, I don't wanna mess with you. Like, right now women are riding the carousel, and the minute the carousel gonna ride them. By them UN troops. You know, they gonna be, hey, it's my turn. I'm getting a turn. They all gonna be about, like, might be 50 men lined up. You know, the whole squad about to get it. And, you know, they go out, lock some others up, come back right back to her. She strapped with her legs open. Like I said, Dan's about to get crucial out here, man.
I got a quick precept on that because you said America, aka Babylon the Great. When I mentioned America, aka Babylon the Great, does not value the truth. This is Nahum 3:1. And it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. And it says, the prey departed not. You see, and that's the society in America, aka Babylon the Great. Their foundation is based on lies. You see that? And that's why it don't value the truth. And so Yahawashi said, woe into that city. So that city that's all full of lies and robbery is about to lead right down to that destruction.
Gotta put it in the back you up. This is Isaiah 5:20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Beautiful right there. So he said that's everything upside down right there. And so everything about to be turned right side up. You know, and the righteous are gonna be exalted when its time comes. You see that?
It said, woe unto them that put call evil good and good evil. So hey man, it's gonna be a time that when your folly run out, that you was calling good, that was really evil, hey, it's gonna be woe unto you. And woe means bad times, evil, hey, destruction, man.
Sorrow, like you gonna be feeling that sorrow, that pain, and hurt.
And that's coming soon.
Oh yeah, and that's when Yahawashi said go call on your guys who you called on. You know, that's what he gonna say to you. He ain't gonna come, he gonna turn his back on you. Especially if you're a Hebrew Israelite.
Well, two sides to a coin. Because I've got this right here. This is Isaiah 65:8. Thus said the Lord, as a new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So I'll do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. So the hope elect are going to get that, that divine protection. They're going to get that salvation through Yahawashi. Why? Because that's that new wine in there, that righteous wine. That's the ones that got the testimony of Yahawashi. That's the ones that keep the commandments. Those are the ones coming back into their royalty. Those are the ones that know they Hebrew Israelites, and they're doing like Hebrew Israelites, following laws and commandments. Those right there, the Lord going to use that to dictate and set up the whole kingdom based off of those men and those righteous women and children that get salvation as well. So you got the majority of Israel going to get destroyed on this side, but then there's going to be a small group, like you said, a cluster, that's going to get salvation, man. And that's how we are all trying to, make ourselves fit to be a part of the hope of the elect. That's why Scripture say, put on therefore like the elect. If you want to be saved, you want to get that salvation, man, you got to do what the Lord said do. You got to get right. You can't get out there and chase the bad bills of the world. They think you're going to holler on Jesus to be saved. It don't work like that. But saying Jesus is the wrong name anyway. It ain't even his name. That's what the world mostly calls him. They say that's because they haven't went through Isaiah 1 and 3. They have not considered who they are yet. They ain't set down. That's why Esau got so many distractions running right now. He wants to keep Jake constantly bombarded with distractions and look over here, look at this, look at that, to where they can't never sit down quiet and reflect on who am I? Where did I come from? What am I supposed to do here? Why am I here? They never ask those big questions. If you ask those big questions, it takes you down a rabbit hole of discovery, which is the first thing. That's like your light coming on. And like to do that, you got to be holy. You got to separate from the world. If you run around the world, run around a bunch of, ratchet females or a bunch of rowdy niggas, you'll never. They ain't about slowing down. They got ADD or something. They got to constantly move over here, go get that, do this, do that. I noticed when I was younger, man, them niggas like that, they never slow down. They always gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this, gotta do that. That's so you never get time to reflect.
And you can kind of tell who they are too, because that's why they got them rings around their eyes, because they restless. A lot of people that run around like that, they're very restless if you really think about it, man. They don't take they barely sleep. That's another thing.
Bad to them. They say sleep is bad. They used to get I used to get into it with young dudes. They be like, yeah, Jay over there sleeping. Jay like, yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm supposed to, man. You don't get the fuck away from me, man. They act like sleep is bad. I'm looking at my brother, all of the homeboy, they like, you going to sleep. I'm like, man, you need sleep. Y'all need to go to sleep, man. So I say that's right, because they feel like sleep is bad. And they gotta always go from one mischief to the next mischief. And they never sit down to think about it. They don't even think. I noticed the 2/3 is all about instincts. Whatever they feel, whatever feel right, it's like they chasing their emotions. Now women, they naturally do that, but as a man, that is not a good way of living, man. You're gonna be destroyed being like that. Because as a man, you're supposed to be able to sit down, reflect, and have some reason and some thought process. Yeah, you need to sit down and think about that. It ain't about just your emotions and running off, I feel like this, I'm gonna do this because it feels good, I'm gonna go do now. You need to sit down and think about something, man. Think about why the world roll the way it do. Why does it operate like that? Why are your people at the bottom? Why they gotta sell out to get to the top? You know? Think about what happened in slavery. What was people doing for slavery? Think about some stuff. That's one thing, like, Eve doesn't like a thinking man. I noticed that too. Like, if you think, are you a nerd? Are you a smart nigga? Are you read? Oh, this nigga's a nerd. This nigga a nerd. I can't mess with this nigga. I gotta go get me a real nigga. Where little Ray Ray at? Little 47 at.
You gotta say that, nigga?
Yeah, that's whack to them, man. They don't know nothing about reading, no reflection, no deep thought. You can't have a deep conversation with no two-thirds, especially a woman. There ain't nothing swirling around in there. It's a bunch of makeup, Instagram likes, feelings.
Man, you say one thing deep to them, it'll go completely over their head. They ain't gonna even know. They ain't gonna be able to comprehend what you're trying to tell them.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be they ain't got nothing going, man. You know, two-third dude ain't hardly got nothing going either though. But they ain't as bad as I know. Eve was like, golly, like they are totally filled with Babylon programming. That's all that's in there. Get likes, get some good food, jump on a ride. Repeat, look up who got the most likes, who's popular, repeat, do that again. Get some makeup, what's the latest fashion, but they chase the world. I noticed, yeah, you look into an Eve's mind, right, you see nothing but the world. Straight worldly programming. You know, nothing of, you know what I'm saying, most of them, you got some Eves that's getting back right, but most Eves is straight worldly programming. Like you don't see nothing of no abstract thought. No, have you even read a book helper in your life since you got grown? Like there's nothing, no financial, nothing.
You own a book? You at least got a little
There's nothing there. Like you ever wonder why they keep gunning us down? The police keep gunning us down for and how nothing happened? Like damn, do you ever sit down to really think about anything? Now you talk to them, you just heard they just blab out about worldly stuff. And like I said, you bring some spiritual, it's like a malfunction or something. They'll look at you crazy and they go back into, what you think I should get my nails done? Would this color weave look good like this? What you think on me? You're like, God damn, I can't chill with you like that, man.
Back you like, is anybody home in there? Really, you knocking on the door, is anybody there?
Man,
it's completely dark in there, man, in their mind.
Ooh, you say that scripture right there. Hey, they dwell in darkness, man. And they like it. So you come with some light. Man, they look at you like, man, something wrong. It's kind of like when somebody in the dark, you flip the light off, they get angry, turn that light on like a vampire or something, man. So they're like, we got light in us, man. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawashi. And your average Eve, your average Israelite, I'm gonna say period, man and woman, they don't want to receive that light. They don't like it. They like what Esau described. Because Esau make it easy. Because Esau, he feeds their lust, they flesh. Esau go for the flesh. And they got used to that. So that's how they operate. So when you bring out anything like, you know, spirituality, man, they ain't rolling with that. They ain't rolling with that, man. Like I said, I done got real, like, as you get, like, when you long in this truth, you start realizing who to get the truth to and who not. You start getting, like, wise about that. Like, you'll hear Jake out, and if everything he talking about is worldly, you don't need to bring him no spirituality telling me a Hebrew Israelite. Man, he gonna become an enemy, man. He gonna be, no, we all God's children. And now you're gonna be clashing, you know? So I'm at the point now, like, you kind of, like, everybody in their locks, really. You really think about it. You know, we might have some come in, you know, last minute, but mostly everybody's in their locks right now. You can tell that by their ways. You can tell by, you know, what they talk about. Are they having an upright conversation? No, man, they talk about, man, Chris Paul is with the Golden State, man, what they gonna do? Hey, man, little Ray Ray got a bag over there, man. Hey, he weak, man. We can take his bag, and I can sell that stuff. I deserve it. I run the 4-7 block, not him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna double up with me so we can sell this work? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Jake will have you all some straight mystery, man.
I got a scripture right here. This is, I'm reading Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. And it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in power of his might. In the power of his might. And it said, put on the whole armor of Yahawah that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You see that? And that point right there, he said, put on the whole armor of the Most High. And that whole armor is basically wisdom. Alright? And so when you put on that armor, and then it says, so you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The word wiles goes into strategy, the distraction of the devil. Alright? And then it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, and that's the society that we're living in right here. That's spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, you got people in the higher seat that actually practice witchcraft. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, those concerts, you know, a lot of those celebrities, that's witchcraft going on in those concerts. See, that's spiritual wickedness in high places right there. And so when you put on this whole armor of Yahawah and Yahawashi, then you'll be able to see that, oh shit, that man's wicked. And just like the Ark just said right there, you can actually discern who is who you can actually give wisdom to. You know, as the scripture said, Yahawashi even said, give not which is holy unto the dog. You see, when you go into that scripture, it actually telling you have to use discernment and tell who you can talk to about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. This goes to show, like he was saying with Eve, how the hopeful elect, we work to mold ourselves into the image of the Most High. They mold themselves, they spend their time molding themselves in the image of Esau in the world.
Right.
And this is Romans 1:22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Verse 23, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to the corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things.
And that's perfect. I like that preaching for because what they did is, I noticed in America, intelligence equated to how much money you got.
Right.
So say if this Jake got $50 million, even though he wicked and dumb as all outdoors, got Down syndrome, all that, they'll say he's smart because Esau done laced him up with $50 million.
Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly, he can't even read out loud.
And the real freeway Ricky Wall, they glorify him. That man couldn't even read.
Yeah, but they say he's smart though because he had money. He
Right.
became famous. So in the world, he's made wise. Like they'll go to him, they'll rather get wisdom from him versus somebody that can understand the scriptures like us. You know, they'll count us stupid.
Right.
They like, man, you living paycheck to paycheck. You ain't got no racks on racks. You dumb. I'm gonna go to Floyd. I want to be like Floyd. So that's their Folly said great dignity. And that's how Esau ruled right there. Like Jake don't know what is what no more. Jake is in a total state of confusion. The 2/3 are because they don't know what's reality. They don't know what's fake. So they gravitate to what's fake. That's real to them. You know, Momo Jake got a lot of money. He even say that's a real man. Like Kevin Sands built his whole his podcast off there.
Yeah.
A high value man. Him a high value man is a man that got a lot of money. Really, that's not true.
Right.
And when society crashes, the women gonna learn that's not true. They like, shit, he was high value in the society, but once the society crashed, where is his real value at now?
That's why.
Just because he got a lot of money don't mean he's high value, but in the world he is.
What's that in Proverbs where it said, riches profit not in the day of wrath?
Yeah, I want to say 11:4.
Yeah, see that's exactly what he's talking about, but I got a quick precept right there that'll back you up. This is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 23. And it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They install it to the cloud, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Ooh, that's true. That's so true, man. That's why the scriptures reign supreme right there. If you come lowly like we coming lowly like Yahawashi, they looking, man, we done had an Eve call the police on us. They don't want us out here doing this. They like, I wish you shut up. You ruining my day with that. They tell, I've been told what I'm saying is negativity. It's negative.
Hate speech.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, so the truth is negative. When the truth turn to negative because you don't like it, you know? So everything about to flip, it's about to reverse in a minute, man. The Lord is like, he's done with this place. He want righteousness to reign out. Right now, wickedness is reigning supreme. It's raining out big time now too. I feel like wickedness is at its peak. You know, you got kids calling themselves non-binary. You got alphabet agendas like I almost trying to take over like to be the #1, you know, sexual lifestyle. You know, when I really think about it, that's why they banging, having wars. They talking about we're here, we're queer, we're coming to take your children.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's war declaration right there. You know? So it's about to be a war, man. And it's about to be a war of evil versus wickedness. And our Lord told us, hate the evil. So we don't like Esau's kingdom, man. We looking to be holy. We looking to get up out of here. We looking for the destruction of this place. It needs to be destroyed. It's Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. You know?
I got another quick one back you up. This is James chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulterers, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahawah by Yahawashi.
Ooh, that's big. And see, Eve searches out men that's friends with the world, men that got high status in the world. So she goes against that precept right there. Men too. You know, you got a lot of Israelite men, they like groupies. They like, shit, Big Floyd, man. Floyd got the money. I'm for over here. Like, I heard Tony Yayo say 50 Cent slapped him in front of a group of people because he didn't know what had been rolled up in the blunt, man. He talked like, I was happy for 50 for doing me like that. I'm rich because of him. Like, man, to me, it was like a big old dick riding session, how he said that. I'm like, hold up, man, what the?
That man violated you in front of everybody.
Yeah, so you doing that because you get paid? Like, what type of stuff is that, man? You got a lot of Israelite men are in that Tony Yayo spirit, man. They'll navigate to another Jake because you got a lot of money, a lot of status. Almost like a female to me, man. I'm like, man, if he doing you like that, tell her what else he doing to you. He said, I was happy he did me like that. I don't know what was in it. Because of 50, I got a house. Because of 50, I got a car. Because of 50, I got a career. 50 is everything to me. Like, that's almost like his God. You know what I'm saying? And I heard 50 Cent say that. 50 Cent said, I'm God to these niggas. You know? Why? Because he got a lot of money. You know? And that's how Esau is to the wicked two-thirds, man. I have no king but Caesar, man. They tell you, oh, you did a lesson on that. You like, don't be talking about the white man's downfall. The white man's downfall is your downfall. Like, fool, no, it ain't. No, we ain't connected to this wicked dude. We want this dude to go out the way. So that's two different realities right there. Had that Jake talk and spake, I don't speak and think like that. I want Esau to go down. You know? I'm like, Lord, please take him down now. He over here, don't be wishing for that. And then remember how the Jakes who ride with him? Tell him, uncle. You tell him, yeah. You tell him again, old school. I'm like, man, all these niggas is whack, man. And that's what Eve, she'll go for men like that, because that's her mentality as well. I can't wish for this white man's downfall, because that's my downfall. Because Eve done got everything she got based on Esau. He gave her live together abroad. She get to be the biggest rat she want to be. And then like friends, we talking about that before we over there Kiki Palmer situation. Like, they'll talk bad about you if you try to tell your woman to be righteous and decent. That's bad. They'll flame you up. Let her be a rat. Let her be ratchet. She's liberated. She need to leave him. You know, so they promote ratchet lifestyle, which is why now we got like 15 ratchet female rappers now. I'm like, golly, they got first we growing up, just Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. Now it's like 20 of them suckers, man. They look like they bringing more in the gate. I'm like, man, so ain't no realness coming in at all. It's straight fake vanity, ratchetness coming through the floodgate, man. It's so bad that, you know, men got a higher level of intellect than women do. They going, I'm getting my passport, they going overseas, getting Filipinos and stuff like that, which I don't blame them. Now me, myself, I'm a chariot, man. I'm waiting on the chariot. They don't know you bring that chick over here, she can get the foul too. But Jake's trying to find a solution.
Really, if they go into the next country, that's why, you know, Micah 2:10, when it says rise ye in the part, it's not literal. It's basically spiritually. Your mind got to be departed from this world. But if you going over there, you still gonna face the same captivity that he thought he was gonna, you know, put on. He controlled the whole earth. And that's the other thing Jake don't worry about. You know, they don't think about either.
Got middle history of women taking off their hijab and putting on, and they twerk. They make twerk videos too. I'm like, the Middle Eastern women making twerk videos. I'm like, yeah, we at the end. We at the end, man. It's over with. Them was the ones used to have they couldn't even look they dude in the eyes. They got they little makeup kit on. Like they twerking.
You go in Iran, they got that alphabet agenda over there in Iran and countries like that. You know, Ukraine. I remember seeing a video where one of them Ukraine women bucking up to a soldier. All right, man, you know that's feminism. Yeah.
That's Esau. I say that's all European countries run like that. The biggest war on the face of the planet is Edomite women. They don't surprise me with Ukraine. But that's them. But now what's surprised the Middle Eastern women doing that? Yeah. They usually in subjection. You know, Ishmael don't play that. Like they'll put their women to death if they helpful. You trying to read and drive. You know, they don't play that. Ashy Foot don't play that either. That's why Esau now having a hard time over there trying to conquer Africa. They presidents starting to wake up like, hey man, we want no more agenda. Right. You got our women acting all, we not used to our women, like you can't go to Africa. Like let an American woman, that's why the passport women having problems. Yeah. They going to Africa, Ashy Foot over there like, wow. You don't talk to Mustafa Lawaya like that. You look at that ground, talk to me again like that. I smack that shit out of you. Yeah, they don't tell, hey, they can't do that. They like that. I can't do what men do. Like, I gotta act right when I go overseas to these other men. I can only do that here in America, Babylon. That's what they can. You can't do passport stuff. They going to passports. They trying to get away from you. You can't do that.
Yeah, but they,
don't no men want you, American woman, Babylonian woman.
And I seen comments with section, man, you got some dude from London like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with them Western ass woman. They
nobody want no American woman. Like Esau Edom made the Babylonian American woman the worst woman on the face of the planet, man. She's ratchet to the highest level. She's nowhere near submissive. She'll talk noise to you. She looks to destroy you. Really, it'd be foolish to mess with, to like marry and be close with an American woman. I consider that foolishness right about now, especially if you're rich.
She got 100,000 bodies on her.
Exactly.
Like she can't pair bond.
So and then you got she's coming for the bag. She'll say sweet nothings in your ear. You get married, she's gonna divorce you because she want to get back on the carousel, and now she got the money to do it. I got $50 million. I can go pay my little pool boy, big muscle dude, to come and do what I need to do with her. Thanks to I done took over dude's money. So like it really be foolish, man, to be serious with a Babylonian woman to me right about now. And like the worst ones that's like that is your Eve, man. Your 2/3 Eve. She is totally whacked out right now, man. Esau like, yeah, be like that. You the woman. He basically throwing money at her like she a stripper. You think about all them getting a record contract, getting these deals. That's Esau like her, man. Be ratchet, we all this. And then like when she get about 50, she start crying, realize like, he done played me. I ain't no strong, independent woman. I want a man. Can anybody want to be a man to me? Everybody like, nope. She can't buy a man no more, man. He get the money, he gone. Like, I don't want you either. That's making, it's a whole new, that red pill movement. Hey, that mug is so big right now, even Edomite women hopping on the wave. Like, let me talk good stuff and say what men want. Give me a lot of views and likes. Like, it's the whole, when you look at YouTube, everybody got a podcast getting on the wave. That red pill movement is like, hey, that's all I know as we get to the end. Now, it's like, it's changing. You got a lot of women now speaking that stuff, which I don't buy them though, they comedians anyway, but they all speaking that good stuff now. Now they realize that. That's how you know Yahawashi is winning. That's how you know that. But now they gotta admit, like, yeah, we was wrong. Feminism tricked us. Anybody come clean this mess up? I got about 5 kids. My looks is depleted. My BBL, I had to, take that stuff out, poison in my body. Can y'all please take me back? I do this, I do that. And dude's like, man, hey, man, stick a fork in your butt. And that's why, hey, you righteous sisters out there that's doing right, man, you gonna shine. You gonna shine big time because you ahead of the game. Come pull this up right here. This Jeremiah 2:21. Yeah, I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant, a strange vine unto me? That's 2/3, man. Yahawashi looking like, man, what the heck is non-binary? What the heck is this? I did not set out Israel to be like this. How y'all go from royalty to being straight garbage, trash, court jesters, and clowns? How did that happen? So Lord, like, I'm gonna just like rinse them all the way away. He only looking for royalty, man. And when you look at the royalty of our nation, when you look at all these churches that's around these different cities, the sisters that's coming into righteousness, being quiet, logging on, not saying nothing. Hey, man, you see it, man, it's looking glorious, man. Like, you see that nation popping. That's how I know we're at the end, too. And now you see all the hope we let. You see your new rulers, the apostle, elders, great millstone on down, supposed to teach that, the same doctrine. You can see the nation coming back. You see the house of David popping up. And the house of David, hey, it's gold coming out of there, man. I done listened to a lot of good lessons like gold to me, man. I'm like, oh, man, hey, I hit it right there. Like, oh, man, that was straight good right there. Hey, good food is rejuvenating you. It's making it where the hope let can navigate the Babylon Great easy. Why? I'm at work, I'm listening to lessons all day long. So all that little BS, it don't bother me, man. So no sway. I'm in a happy mood, I'm good. I'm seeing the monetary system of Babylon Great going down. I'm seeing these jakes getting destroyed, the 2/3, and everything is working. I'm like, yes, man. Yes, man, get cooled down. Esau chemtrailing. They talking about global warming. Like, all these things is like good to me. I'm like, yes, man, the Lord is finally taking this place down. Then I see, the royalty of our nation starting to show itself. You know, that increases your faith. You like, okay, I ain't in this thing by myself. There's other brothers and sisters in this truth too. You know, we all going through it. We're not by ourselves, man. We get scattered, but we ain't by ourselves in this. So you see in the nation that you see the righteous nation totally different from the wicked nation. You know, you look at how the apostles and elders do their Passover. It's totally different from these other groups and what the world is doing. A lot of us ain't out here in the clubs. We ain't out here partying like a rock star. We're maybe doing edifying lessons, feeding the nation, edifying one another, talking to one another, building each other up through the spirit. You know, and the faith is increasing. You know, we all doing better, man. We doing things differently. You know, I look at like what I do now versus what I did 10 years ago. It's a big difference, man. We walking in the light. I now know who I am. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know it's what's required of me. I know what my power like. So now I'm not in the state of being lost no more. I'm not looking over here, am I this? What am I supposed to be doing? Now it's like, now I know. So now we just waiting on the judgment to commence. We waiting on the prophecy to really take hold. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It puts you in a calm state of mind. That's why, what's that, Isaiah 33:6? Hey, wisdom, knowledge, stability. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the stability of thy times. Lucy Paragraph, might go get that. You know, hey, we stable. Hey, you look at 2/3, they're not stable, man. They panicking. I know every little thing that happens. When they look up at their phone, dude came to me at work, man. What's this about CBDC, man? They gonna make the currency be digital? No, man, I'm like, cash, man, they can't be doing that, man. Dude went through a whole bit. And I'm looking like, man, this dude ain't gonna make it, man. He going crazy off an arc. I'm looking at him like, they gonna make the cash digital. They don't give a damn what you like. They don't give a damn if you want cash. Who are you? You know, he had a nervous breakdown at the job. One day he had a nervous breakdown because his lights wasn't coming on fast enough. His lights came on, they went off, and it just had him in a bad mood, man. Very bad mood. So 2/3, man, being lost is gonna be very detrimental to their well-being, man. Especially when Esau, you know, really locks his place down, bring them UN troops. They're gonna run right to him. Real easy. They're gonna put a bill on. Come here. I got food, water, and shelter. They're gonna go there. They're gonna slam the doors on them. They're gonna say, hey, man, I gotta, hey, sit in that chair. You gotta do this. They're like, dang, man, I paid taxes. I was a good nigga. This how you gonna do? I did everything you said do. And now you gonna sit me down and do me like this. He's like, yeah. Don't you know I've been trying to kill you? It kind of like they're saying, like, what was they? The person that say that snake and the snake bit him. They're like, you knew I was a snake. You know, that's your fault. That's what Esau gonna tell him, like, shit, hey, man, I've been doing it to your people, your ancestors, and your people forever, so you should have been doing that. You stupid. So, man, stick out your arm so I can put this in you. That's your fault. And we're gonna be looking like it is your fault. I mean, they showed they hate you. I mean, I could do a little bit of history. They never liked you.
You want to follow their program.
Exactly. You gonna follow it to your death.
I got that Isaiah 33 and 6 for you too. I'll go ahead and read it. I'm gonna start at verse 5. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 5. And it says, the Lord Yahawashi is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. In verse 6, and he says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahawashi is his treasure.
Woo, that's so big. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that should be the strength of our salvation. It's so true, man. I said nothing beats the wisdom and understanding of the Bible. Nothing beats that, man. Once you got that and you fully understand it, it's gonna bring a calmness to you. You know, you're gonna feel good about your lot. You're gonna start believing that Yahawashi is gonna save you. So you ain't gonna be out here in a panic mode, or I gotta do doomsday prep, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, they coming. You ain't gonna be all panicking and stuff. You're gonna be, man, the Lord got me, man.
We're gonna be seeking Esau's treasure. We're gonna be seeking the fear of the Lord, because that's the real treasure right there. Esau's treasure ain't Esau's what he give you ain't gonna view or equate to what the Lord can give you. That's the true hope of the elect right there. They see that. They're like, this shit is temporary. This shit gonna be gone. This shit is crumbling right before my eyes.
And I like how it said wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So like when you are going through something, when something do happen occur to you, you got a plan on top of that. You see, that's stability right there. You're calm. You be like, okay, you know, just for example, when I mentioned that when we went through that Jericho wind out here in Tulsa, a lot of Jakes was bugging out because their life was out. Well, the ones who had the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahawashi, they were stable because they were like, okay, well, if I ain't got to worry about my food because I can go take it over to somebody else's house, or I got a way to get a generator. You know, that's just stability. You know, that's basically Yahawah will give you that knowledge to be able to get you out of whatever situation you might be in. With that 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, the Lord will not suffer you above what you are able. And he said with patience he will give you the way to escape. You know, Luke the paraphrase. And that's why we trust in the Lord Yahawah with all our heart. Because we know for a fact that he's gonna get us out of that situation no matter what come upon us.
You know, like how he put it out there, man. When Esau gonna give you, gonna lead to death. Anything Esau gives you, Esau synonymous with death.
Right.
So whatever Esau gives you, it's gonna be bad for you. Esau gonna give you poison. That's all he gonna give you. Anything gonna give you. From the MOTB to what they say, a gift destroyed the heart. If Esau gives you some money, it's gonna come with lost simulations with that. He's gonna watch you. Really ain't even giving you no money. He leasing you some money. He giving you a loan.
Right.
You gotta pay it back. There's a lot of dudes in the record bit don't understand. That's why I don't go broke. Cause Esau do to you. He said, "Oh man, you owe back taxes. So you on the hook. You better give me $21 million. You going to jail." You like, "God dang, dude, I thought my accountant covered that." Like Esau, like, "I got you." So Esau doesn't give you anything that's gonna benefit you because he can't. You know, if he does, he did it unknowingly. Esau wants to give you stuff that destroys you, and because that's just how he is. He's synonymous with death. And everything he got is poison.
That's why he's known as the serpent in the Bible, man. That's exactly why he's known as the serpent. You know, he's a literal snake. You know, basically everything he does, just like the author said, it's gonna be poison. You know, so that's gonna lead you to your death. It's gonna lead you everything he does is gonna lead you right down that destruction.
That's his role in prophecy. Is to be that, is to do that. You know, there's the vessel's fitted for the wrath of destruction. You know, when you read the Romans. And see, Esau don't care about Esau, and like his number one plan is to destroy the children of Israel. Like, a lot of people don't even know that. You in the crosshairs of a certain group of people. You know, they don't want you to thrive. Look at Black Wall Street. They want you to suffer, man. They want us to be like all bonded slaves. It's just the Lord's Spirit is so strong they couldn't keep us in that mode no more. So they had to give us a little bit of freedom, but we still in economic bondage though. That's why we don't have no banks, we don't have no school systems, we don't have no post office, nothing that like Jake owned that's of any importance in Babylon the Great. All the institutions are owned by Esau, and he dictates that to Jake. Like, and then how you move up the Esau system, you gotta coon it up. You gotta be Sambo. You know, if you Sambo, if you be like me, I let you move up a little bit. And see, a lot of easy true dudes like that, like shit, he's better in society. He's making it better in status. So I got me a good man. I know your dude wicked, don't know shit. You know, a lot of E's gonna be destroyed because when they thought they had a man, they gonna find out he's not a man. If Jacob Trouble hit, he gonna get to scream like a little girl. They be like, "Dang, I thought you was 6'3", 260 pounds. I thought you was a man." He gonna be pushing her in the way. Do something about it, baby. You the woman.
I got a quick one, because this is the definition of a man, really. This is Matthew 5. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." It says, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And it says, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." So, hey, man, blessed are those, man, because if you meek and you humble, hey, man, if you ain't following after the suggestions of Esau, hey, you're gonna be good, man. But if you get caught up in that and let Esau trick you, that serpent trick you, hey, you gonna think you good right now. Yeah, you're gonna be good for now. But for here in a second, hey, you're gonna be in bad, pitiful case.
Alright. That's all it is, man. Like we said, the serpent beguiled Eve. He's still doing that to this day. And when you think about it, like that's symbolic too, when you look at it from a deep perspective. Because that's what he did to us as a nation. You know, we compare it to a woman as a nation. That serpent devoured their whole nation. But there's a remnant that's not rolling with it, man. They like, "Nigga, you ain't my savior, you ain't my master, man. Ain't no sweet baby Jesus over here. I'm talking about Yahawashi, man. My savior look like me, he a brown man." So we casting up all the Babylonian ways and customs, man. Which is gonna bring that devil great wrath if you don't like us, man. You be like, "Hold up, why this group ain't doing what I say do? Why this group over here worshiping him, his real name, and worship him in all true sincerity? I don't like that." And I think because of this group, that's why my stuff is being destroyed. So Johnson, what plans you got for this group right here? Everything he throw out the hopefully leg, man, it's like we hurling over that sucker. He like, man, I don't know what we gonna do about this group, man. They ain't going for none of the propaganda. They ain't listening to the media. He gonna, hey, at the point he gonna have to come in his hard body. That's why we know it's coming. He gonna just come like bring the soldiers, bring the troops. You got to come hard body, man. That's your only, and that ain't even gonna work. You know, the Lord might, hey, bring one chariot. Alpha Bravo team ain't gonna make it back to the base. You know, our brother might get his spiritual power standard get lifted up. You know, he might go critical hope on, you know, Alpha Bravo team.
I got a quick one right here to back up everything. Y'all pretty much broke this precept down anyway. But it's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it says, "But of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night." Verse 3, and it said, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as fell upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." And see that right there, going back to those two-third men that the Eve going after those two-third Kufi and Ray, these are the ones that gonna get caught off guard. So right here, because it said when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as to fail upon a woman with child. And those are men that gonna be that to fail upon a woman with child. They gonna be rolled over, doubled over, because they can't handle the destruction that's coming their way. All right. But verse 4, with the men of the Lord, what Qadash read in the precept, they gonna see the darkness come, right? Because it said, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." All right. So we gonna be ready for it. You know, that's the man of the Lord right there. That's why going back to that precept we read earlier in Isaiah 13:12, which said the Lord will make a man more precious than fine gold. You see, and those men, the men of the Lord, are gonna be gold when Esau Edom bring that destruction. You know, and the Ark was basically breaking down Revelation 12:12. You know,
we know he coming. We know he coming. He ain't got no choice but to come. Cause he can't get us with that witchcraft. You know, he can't get us with that media, that propaganda. Cause we ain't listening to that no more. We've already figured out his lies. See, and that right there, that's half the battle right there. That's what 2/3 mess up at. They still believe what Esau spitting out is truth. They don't know what truth is yet. If you don't know what truth is yet, man, you're gonna be in a state of confusion. You're gonna be, I don't know, this is right, that is right, but this feels right, but I don't know about this. And you just gonna call, you ain't got no right to battle. They're never gonna have you off, man. But he can't fool the hopeful elect. The elect, like the Bible say, man, it's impossible to fool the elect. Elect gonna see right through this devil, man. We already got a bead on him, man. We know his ways. That's why you read it earlier. They said, put the whole armor of God. So you withstand the wiles of the devil. That's what we did, man. We armored up. Our whole mind, spirit is armored up. That way, all these little games and trickery and snares and traps, it ain't working. It ain't working no more. It's like he ran out of gas. You know? So all you got left is that sword, and it's rusty and old. You know? It ain't as strong as it used to be. Plus, he got so many enemies. I don't know how you gonna try to focus on the hopeful elect, man. You know, when you gotta fight Moab and other Edomites and Ishmael, you know, you gotta go fight them battles. This devil, man, that's say he taking an L. He taking a loss. He in a trick bag. This devil got, like it say in the scriptures, every hand of the wicked should be upon him. He gotta go fight everybody. He gotta fight the whole world. You know what I'm saying? So he cannot focus on one group because everybody around the world hates him. You know?
And I got a quick one right here, because when I mentioned earlier that you know, when the devil do try to come down on the righteous, you know, some of the brothers gonna have spiritual power or so on and so forth, or the Lord gonna do something miraculous that he's gonna deliver the hopeful elect. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth." You see that? And that part right there when he said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And so that means he's gonna keep you under protection. All right, in fact, if you're calling on the name of Yahawashi, all right, there's no other name whereby you must be saved. Okay? And so the name of the Lord was that Proverbs 18:10, was that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and they that call onto it shall run to it in a safe. That's where he's gonna keep you. You know, if you're calling on that name, you're gonna be kept and a safe place in during that hour of temptation. All right.
Hey, I got one. This is 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange things happen unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahawashi's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Showing that we're going to go through some things during Jacob's trouble, but if we keep our faith, we're going to receive the same salvation that Yahawashi received and be taken up by the clouds.
And I got a preacher to back that up too, right? Because he said, when I just read that, he said, beloved, count it not strange when y'all go through the fiery trials, right? So this is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach 2 and 4. And it said, whatsoever brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You see, so when you're going through those fiery trials, be patient, all right? And that's what Yahawashi said. He gave you instructions to be patient. Verse 5. And he said, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. You see, so once you get through that furnace of adversity, then you become acceptable to be, worthy of Yahawashi kingdom that's going to come upon the whole earth, man. So, there's a lot of precepts to, they kind of back that up, man. So, that's a beautiful precept right there, man. So, trust in the Lord, man. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, man. Everything that's going on, you got to trust in Yahawashi, man. That's the one that's going to get you out of these calamities, man, the fiery trials, okay? He's going to give you the strength. He's going to give you that stability to be able to make it through, all right? That's who you should be trusting on.
You got any more precepts?
Nah, I'm good right now.
No, I'm good, man.
You got any more precepts now? So we can hand off this right here. This is Isaiah 4 and 2. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. So all the ones that the Lord gonna save, the hopefully elect, it's gonna be beautiful. Why? Because all the brothers and sisters gonna know who Yahawashi is. Like that brings up what? Hebrews 8 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Law gonna be in the inward parts. We're not gonna teach no more because the ones that get saved already know the Lord. We're getting right now. So they gonna have to come in and be like, hey man, Yahawashi is ain't gonna be none of that. Right. We getting right. Everybody gonna get saved, know the Lord. He knows them and they know him. The relationship has been established.
That actually cuts that new covenant doctrine, man. When you hear the Christians say we in the new covenant and all of that, we're not there yet.
Exactly.
We're still under grace.
So here go verse 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, is there purged the blood of Jerusalem for the midst thereof, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. So all the 2/3, he about to get rid of them by judgment and by burning, man. They're gonna go by the ways of famine, judgment, by the sword. Modern day sword is a gun. They're gonna go by burning, which is gonna be that World War III, the nuclear missiles that's gonna go out.
And that's that also twofold right there too, because Apostle John said that he also said I baptize with water, and there's gonna be somebody whose shoes that I can't feel who's gonna come with that fire. That's twofold right there, that fire of adversity, where he said he's gonna purge out all the filth. Basically everybody, especially the righteous, those who basically come back into the fold, into repentance, that filth, which is your old body, is gonna get purged out, and he's gonna give you that new body, which is that new covenant right there.
And then literally 2/3 are gonna literally have their body burned by nuclear holocaust, that nuclear fallout that's about to happen. That's why you compel people to come into the truth, because ain't no trade gonna pick you up if you still got, Edomite programming. You got an Edomite spirit. That ain't gonna happen, man. So if you make it past all the calamities, the purge, basically the Lord doing the purge, you make it past all that, your prize burned by nuclear fire. You can be left here to burn that way. That too. Burned by the chariots, man. Nuclear or chariot fire. That's what he said about the spirit of burning. You're gonna burn this place completely up. But he said that, there'll be remaining of Jerusalem, man. There's gonna be a remnant that's gonna make it, man. And like, we be trying to help Yahshua to make it, to best way you gonna make it, you gotta get into this word, man. You gotta eat this whole roll, and you gotta get a relationship established with Yahawashi in order to make it, man. You can't just read it, you gotta also apply it to your life. You gotta keep the launch commandments best of your abilities, man. Don't believe that stuff they say launch commandments done away with. Do what you want to do. No, you cannot.
We just quoted James 1 and 22. Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only.
Exactly. So you need to try your best to live a holy life. Try your best to be righteous. Not just, I go to church, I do what I want to do, I'm going to be saved, because that's how your average Christian thinks. I'm like, man, y'all off, man. This devil got y'all way out of bounds, man.
Yahawashi said it best. And the prophet Isaiah, he said, these people draw near me with their lip, and they honor me with their lip, but their heart is far from me. And that's basically all of the people that talk a good talk and they're not walking and walk. They don't practice what they preach.
Exactly. They still in a place of dead, man. Congregation of dead is in churches, man. Your mainstream church, that's a congregation of dead right there. The spirit of truth, the spirit of Yahawashi is not in these churches at all. At all. They doing Easter programs, eating pork chop sandwiches, fish dinners, messing with each other's wives off in the church.
Proverbs,
you even got them talking about they're trying to mix the alphabet agenda with the word. I'm like, that don't even go together, man.
You got an AI Bible now?
Yeah, AI church, where the AI is teaching the word. I'm like, how the hell you gonna have a machine lead you spiritually? They just showed that Esau is completely dumbfounded, and Jacob's dumbfounded by following after this dang fool.
I think it was that Proverbs somewhere. It said, he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
God, man. Hey, they have done it, man. 2/3 are right there, man. So, hey, if you witness this gathering, listen to these lessons of Yahawashi, stay there, man. Stay in this truth, build your faith up, get edified, and Lord willing, we all make it up out of here. As far as the world, man, hey, you done told them they still out there chasing the world, nothing you can do, man. They just got to come back through the loins of the righteous. They got to get a reset. They can't be rehabilitated.
Saying that, let me grab this thing real quick. James 2 and 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren." It says, "Have not Yahawah chosen the poor of the world, and rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which ye have promised them that love him?" It says, "But ye have despised the poor." It says, "Do not the rich man oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat?" They be back up everything the brother said. Like, shit, hey, if you gave them the word and they did that, they despise the poor, hey man, they still, they got something coming to them.